Hey, what's going on, beautiful souls? I am down here in my U-Haul storage facility. It's not my U-Haul, but I've got two storage facilities, two storage spaces, and I've got to get them condensed down to one, hopefully by the end of the month, so that I can figure out what I'm taking with me and what I'm not. I had a question on one of my videos that said, how did I condense everything down? How did I figure out what I was going to take? So I'm going to share with you today kind of the logic and the steps I use to figure out what I'm going to take with me. So thanks for tuning in. In case this is your first time, I'm Wendy. This is my space, and of course wherever I am is my space. Remember my space? Long time ago. Anywho, Holistic and Well, this is where we cultivate better health through herbalism, intentional wellness, and self-healing. So I'm in my storage units trying to figure out what the heck am I going to keep and what am I going to get rid of. Yeah, the struggle is real. So one of the very first things that you have to take into consideration is some kind of a timeline. I think I started about a year beforehand thinking about what I was going to begin to get rid of. Now, I didn't actually do any of the purging, but I began to think about what I wanted to keep and what I wanted to get rid of, and what that looked like in terms of a timeline. So get your timeline together first and foremost. Step 2 is to take an inventory of what you've got on hand. Like I have, I think 3 of these shells. Especially since I'm moving to a geographic location that has that kind of stuff. So why do I need to carry these 3 damn shells with me? When I went through my clothes, it was embarrassing. You know, it wasn't really embarrassing, but I definitely had seen where I had accumulated and accumulated and accumulated. And that's just the culture we live in, is just, keep accumulating stuff. And it's just purge, woosah, let it go. So tip 3 to consider is, what are the essentials? And I kind of took into account my lifestyle, which has drastically changed. Where I once was somebody that had a motorcycle, and even though my spirit and my heart is still a biker chick, I don't know if I need all that gear anymore. Although my baby, he's out there, he's waiting on me. I know he rides a bike, so I'll need some gear, but I won't need it all. So what are your lifestyle changes or habits? Also, what's the climate? I went through and I probably got rid of 2/3 of my sweaters and boots and jeans, because I know I'll need some of that stuff for hiking and going into mountains and that kind of stuff, but I don't need all that crap because it ain't Missouri weather. You know what I mean? Also, think about being realistic. For me, I don't need 800 square feet of stuff anymore. I'm just more into memories and being free to move around. So being able to really think about, what do you want your future to look like, and how can letting go some of these material things, a basket. Let's think about it. Yeah, this is a cool basket, but it can be replaced. It's a thing. It's an object. You can't replace memories. And this is all about me making memories and being able to have experiences. It's also important to think about if certain items are sentimental. So for me, I did have some sentimental stuff. I have a box full of my kids' photos, and I went through all of their artwork probably 3 or 4 years ago, and I kept 2 or 3 pieces that I really liked, and I did get rid of some of their artwork. And you know what? You have to be in a mental space to be ready to do that, and not everybody's there. So just build up to it. If you know that, you see a little fly flying around? If you know that change is coming for you, build up to it. You don't have to do it all at one time, where that can be taxing on the emotional presence of everything. All right, so tip 4, can you replace it if you needed to? So for instance, I'm going through holiday stuff, and I made these one holiday with my daughter, the Grinch. Ah, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You know what, and I can't, I probably couldn't find these anywhere. Maybe I could, I don't know. But the memory of making those with her is something I want to keep. Plus, my grandson will begin to celebrate that season as well. So, I'm probably going to keep those. All right, and last but not least, think about if you're able to sell some of your stuff. Now, if I had more time, I would sell some of this. But you know what? So for me, it just makes sense to go ahead and just give this stuff away. I love that U-Haul has what they call a reuse center. So I'm gonna just drop them off there, and if somebody wants them, they can come and grab them. So it probably doesn't look like it, but I did make some progress today. I got all of my stuff that I'll be using for shows narrowed down to 4 tubs. I got a couple of tubs emptied. There's one, that blue one. So I still have to do, that's my bike gear. Y'all want to take a peek? Ta-da! Yeah, that's that biker chick flair. But I've also got a couple of holiday boxes to go through and get it slimmed down a little bit more. All right, so that's it for today. Those are the tips on how I kind of went through the process of purging and getting rid of stuff so that I could make this move. I hope that this has answered questions that were posed. Give me some subscribe action. Don't forget to push that notification bell to get all of the updates, to get the updates on that intentional wellness. It is a month and counting down, and I am ready to go. So until next week, stay holistic and well. Take care.